Chief guest for the evening, Ms. Lakshmi Das, Mr. P. Jacob, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, parents, dear pupils, and fellow members of Team GPS. My smile is brighter and my heart fuller this evening because our chief guest, who was once my pupil, embodies our maxim that commitment and persistence are essential tools to achieve one's goals. Of course, the sight of you wonderful children, whether you win prizes or not, always elevates our spirits. While we acknowledge that one needs to keep up and stay abreast of emerging technologies and complicated facts with the relentless march of time and progress, may I exhort you today to also make simple perennial truths and traditional values the bedrock of your own growth strategy. Some of you might perhaps recall me alluding to words beginning with RRR previously. I seem to have a penchant for that letter. This evening too, strangely, my go-to values begin with R. Resilience. I've said this before, and I say it again. The ability to pick oneself up after failure or a fall and move ahead simply tops my list. Draw inspiration from the rhyme, Incy Wincy Spider learnt in kindergarten, or the life of Michael Jordan, as Seema just pointed out, who is widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time. Jordan was once cut off from his high school basketball team, but he never gave up. He used this disappointment to fuel his determination and ultimately became a 6-time NBA champion and 5-time MVP. Do read Jordan's story of resilience documented in the book, Driven from Within. More recently, I hope you all heard Roger Federer's commencement address at Dartmouth. He said, and I quote, "Effortless is a myth. I mean it. People would say my play was effortless. Most of the time they meant it as a compliment, but it used to frustrate me when they would say, he barely broke a sweat, or is he even trying? The truth is, I had to work very hard to make it look easy. I spent years whining, swearing, throwing my racket before I learned to keep my cool." Another critical value for me and you, I hope, is respect. Of great importance in everyday life. As children, we are taught, I certainly hope, to respect our parents, teachers, rules, families, traditions, other people's feelings, rights, our country, the truth, people's differing opinions, and the environment. It is part of everyday wisdom that respect and self-respect are deeply connected. And do realize that it's difficult to respect others if we don't respect ourselves. Have you heard the story of the blind man who lived all alone in a small town? He always carried a lamp with him. One day, he was passing by the street when a group of young travelers saw him with a lamp. They started to make fun of him, laughing and saying, "Hey, look at that blind man with the lamp. Isn't he silly?" The man replied to the young travelers, "I'm carrying this lamp not for myself, but for people like you who have eyesight but do not see. Perhaps now you will learn not to push others or make fun of others. Internalize this value. Respect everyone, including yourself. My next cherished value is reading. In today's fast-paced digital age, where information is readily available at our fingertips, it's easy to overlook the profound impact that reading can have on our lives. Reading is a treasure trove of wisdom and knowledge, and personal growth waits to be unraveled. I want you to take a look at this picture that you see on your screen. Isn't it beautiful? It shows you how reading encourages empathy. Recently, a bookshop owner in Southampton didn't have enough money to pay the rent. He was being evicted and he needed help. He didn't have the money to move his stock. He just put up a sign outside saying, "Please help, I need to move my books." The community of readers got together, ordinary people queued up, and they transferred them hand to hand from the old place to the new, half a kilometer down the road. The job was done in just an hour. Finally, remember to be grateful. Your life is precious and every day is a gift. Most importantly, remember that we are all privileged. By privilege, I do not mean that one must have a Swiss bank account, a private jet, or several multi-storied mansions, but a roof over your head, 3 meals a day, a family that loves you, and a bed to sleep on is a privilege. Having privileges doesn't mean that you do not struggle or face hardships in life. And remember that when privilege goes unchecked, it can lead to arrogance and a lack of humility. An easy way is to regularly express thanks for what you have or what you might take for granted and pay it forward. I end with this real-life story of S. Murugan from our own Kochi. It was the kindness of a stranger, Brother Mavoris of Don Bosco Sneha Bhavan, who put a roof over Murugan's head when he had earlier lived on the streets of Kochi scavenging, that inspired Murugan to pay it forward. When Murugan could finally manage to fend for himself, he decided to embark on a lifelong mission to ensure that the homeless in our city would have someone to care for them. Through his organization, Theruvaram Velicham, Murugan has rescued thousands of homeless children, elderly and ailing people from across Kerala and given them a sense of dignity. The few years that we have on this earth should be ones that leave behind an impact. Caring for one's fellow beings and our planet is an excellent legacy. What do you think? Thank you.